Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Whenever you want to do something in life, fear can be right there sabotaging for you, preventing you from even taking action. And of course, if you don't take any action, there are also no results. But fear can also be your friend if you learn how to use it the right way. You see, most people run into a cognitive error when they want to do something that seems risky. Check these layers out. Now, some people don't think at all, but then we have people who think a bit deeper, which is good, but they still only think one layer in. Say you see a cute girl and you would really like to talk to her, but then you instantly think, wait a minute, she wouldn't want to talk to me, so there's a very high risk of rejection here. Well, now you ponder the consequences of your actions to the first layer here. Or let's say, for example, that you are 32 years old and you hate your job so much that it's completely killing your soul. And you sort of have a plan B, but it just feels so risky because you feel too old to start something new. And what if you leave your job and it doesn't work out? And if so, you don't even know if you are allowed to go back to your old job. And you know, you have loans and bills and all of that. So again, you are pondering the potential consequences to the first layer here as you see those risks clearly. Which is good, you should always do that, but what most people fail to do is to go one layer deeper. And so now you say, okay, great, but what does that mean then? Well, here's the deal. There is always another risk, and that's the risk of not doing what you want. And this is the inner layer most people don't think about enough, because this risk is less obvious. It's more unclear. So let's call this one your hidden risk. So now we have the clear risk up in the right corner here, and then your hidden risk to the left. And the problem is that at first glance the clear risk seems so scary that most people stop right there. But that is the cognitive error in the risk calculation. Let's take the job example again. Sure, there is a risk with leaving the job, but if you hate your job so much today and it's really killing your soul, then how will you feel 5 years from now if you don't do anything about it? Well, if you feel too old today, then you will be even older with less energy, and you'll probably suffer from depression and be even more miserable. And all that misery might give you some other serious disease as well, and you will hate your life so much that you don't even have any energy left for hobbies and friends. Oh man. Now that's indeed a risk as well, and that's your hidden risk that you have to take into account. Now, I'm not saying that quitting your job is the right choice for everyone, but I am saying that you always have to take your hidden risk into account whenever you want to do something and you are calculating the risks. You see, whatever you choose, action or inaction, there is always a risk, and you need to dispense with the idea that there is a way to avoid risk, because there isn't. The trick is to put the right fear behind you and use it as leverage, and that will most often be your hidden fear. Let's go back to the girl and your fear of rejection. So you see your first layer here, which is the risk of rejection. Well, that's painful, and yes, it is true. It is a clear risk. But what's your hidden risk there? Well, if you never ever start taking action, then you will get more and more afraid for each year, becoming older and older without any possibility to build your own family. And maybe you're the same way with reaching out to your friends. Well, there you'll get even more and more alone, and when you're old you will have no one who cares about you, and you will die alone and completely forgotten. Now, how's that for a risk? So why don't you put that risk behind you to help it push you forward and to help you to face your fear of rejection? It's a great mental tool that will really help you, but it is even more than that. It is the missing piece in your risk calculation, and you need to have all the pieces in order to make the best choice. So always figure out your hidden risk and try to see what happens if you put that fear behind you to help you drive you forward and start achieving the goals you want in life. Alright, I hope you found the video informative, and if I ever helped you in some way and you feel that you would like to help me by supporting me and helping my channel grow, well then you can always buy me a cup of coffee. You can find a link to that donation site under this video, and if you choose to buy me a cup of coffee, thank you so much. Every single cup of coffee really helps me grow my channel. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today, and as always I wish you all the best in your journey to become the strongest version of yourself.